Good morning, children. Let us start today's class. Probability only, same chapter we are continuing. And the next is problem we are going to start now. What is that? A letter is chosen at random from the letters or the word assassination. Find the probability that the letter chosen is a vowel. So total number of letters equal to 13. How we are doing all this? We should count each word now. So that is our total outcomes. See, assassination word, if you count, what are the total number of the words are there? The total number of the words is equal to 13. So the total number of outcome for us also, it is equal to 13 only. Now, vowels only ask, as you know that which are the vowels, A, E, I, O, U. So if you consider A here, one second A is the, then I is also the, then one more I, O. So totally how many are there? Here we got A. Okay, here also one more I is there. So six R letters are there. That six vowels are there. So favoring outcomes are equal to six only. 6 by 13. How we are getting that one? Number of favorable outcome divided by total number of outcomes. Normal formula only, very simple one only. Just we have to count and see what are the total possible outcomes and what are the total favorable outcomes. So based on that, we can write the probability. Next question. The king, queen and jack of diamonds are removed from a pack of 52 cards. Then the pack is well shuffled. A card is drawn from the remaining cards. Find the probability of getting a card of diamond. And the second question is that jack. So already we know that total number of the cards it is equal to 52 only. But what is the difference in this question? The king, queen, jack of the diamond category only they have removed. So now what is remaining number of now number of cards? The number of cards remaining equal to 49. You must read the question carefully that all the three cards are removed. Which are removed? J, Q, K from the diamond set. So that cards are removed. So what is available now? Only 49 cards are available, right? So number of diamond left, how many now? Already three diamonds are removed. So in the diamond, in the group of diamond also the number is reduced. So how many diamonds left now? 10 only, right? So what is the probability of getting a diamond? Because 10 only favoring out of 49. So it is 10 by 49, right? Don't forget to reduce from the total also and from the diamond set also. You will do 49 cards, but some children they don't take care of the diamond group. Diamond also reduced the, so 10 only. So both the side we have to reduce only. Now number of jacks is the second question. So how many jacks left there? Already one jack is removed, isn't it? Now on how many are remaining? Three are remaining. The diamond jack is gone there, it's not in the group. So what we have to do now? So the remaining three are there. So probability of drawing a jack is equal to 3 by 49 only. So what is the question now? We are having the king, queen, jack of the diamond are removed from a pack of 52 cards. It is also one of the important question only because removing they will give usually for confusing the children. So from 52 cards, three cards are removed of diamond. Which are they? J, Q, K. So according to that, the number is reduced for probability. So first question is probability of getting a card of diamond. So it is equal to 10 by 49. And similarly the number of jack is the second question. So 3 are only favoring. 3 by 49 is the second one. Okay. A bag contains 5 red balls and some blue balls. Read the sentence now. Once again, I'll read. A bag contains 5 red balls and some blue balls. So, blue balls number is not given there. The probability of drawing a blue ball from the bag is that of a thrice of a red ball. Probability of drawing a blue ball from the bag is thrice that of a red ball. find the number of blue balls. These are the important parts in the question. Now let us find out what is the total number of the balls available to us. What is given there? A bag contain 5 red balls and some blue balls. So what we are assuming there, number of blue balls equal to x, right? So what is the total number of the balls? 5 plus x only. So blue balls number we don't know, so we are writing that it is equal to 5 plus x. What is the next shape? We are writing the probability of drawing the blue ball as well as probability of drawing the red ball. So here 5 red balls are there. So probability of drawing a red ball equal to 5 by 5 plus 6. Similarly, blue ball, because it's unknown factor, so x by 5 plus 6 only. Once again, what we have written in the statement, probability of drawing the red ball and the blue ball. So red ball, how many are there? 5 are there. So what is the answer there? 5 by 5 plus 6. And blue ball, how many are there? We don't know the number. We assumed that it is x. So x are favoring x divided by 5 plus x. Now condition. What is the condition? According to the question, it is given that probability of drawing a blue ball is thrice that of a red ball. Here we have written that condition only. Probability of drawing a blue ball is thrice of drawing the red ball. So here it is written that means 3 into 5 by 5 plus x. 3 into probability of the drawing the red ball equal to x divided by 5 plus x. Solve for x only, you will get the answer x equal to 15. What is x for us? Number of blue balls. So we got the answer, number of blue balls is equal to 15 only. Got this one? It's also one of the good question only. So unknown balls are there, that is blue, and red balls number we know, we have taken that 5 plus x only. And what is the next part of the question? It is given the condition there, probability of drawing the blue ball is thrice of the red ball only. So both the probability we have calculated and equated, and we have written the condition and we have solved. And what is the number of blue balls we are getting? We are getting as it is equal to 15. Next question, similar to this only. A bag contains 12 balls, out of which X are white. Last question it was given that some red is there, some blue is there. But here what is given that a bag contains 12 balls, out of which x are white. See, in the 12 balls, some are white only. Now, one ball is drawn at random. What is the probability that it is a white ball? So, with reading this first part and this statement of the question number 1 as well as the statement, you can answer the first one. One ball is drawn, what is the probability that it is drawing a white ball? Because we know how many white balls are there, x only. How many total balls are there, 12. So what is the probability? X by 12. Normal question only, so you can answer the first question. One ball is drawn at random, what is the probability that it will be white ball? So that is not a difficult question only. Now what is the second question? 6 more white balls are put in the bag. 6 more white balls are put in the bag. What is the probability of drawing a white ball will be double than of the x? See, 6 more white balls are put in the bag. So what is the previous number of white ball? X. Now what is the number? X plus 6. Now the probability of drawing a white ball will be double than that of in the case of 1 only. So what is happened in the probability? That will be double. Now drawing a white ball only. So read the question here. We understood this number of white balls is equal to x plus 6. If number of white balls is added, that 6 white balls are added, then the total number of the balls also increasing. So what is the total number of the balls? 12 plus 6 equal to 18. So we got a number of, what is the drawing number of, we have to calculate what is the probability now. Let us see probability of drawing a white ball. Now what is the condition? Because favoring we got x plus 6 and total we got 18 now. So we are writing B be a event drawing a white ball. Therefore, P of B equal to x plus 6 by 18. I hope you understood now. 6 balls are added, white balls are added. So, the number of white balls as well as total number of the balls are increased. So, probability of drawing a white ball equal to x plus 6 by 18 only. Now, condition we will go. What is the condition? Probability of drawing a white ball is twice the probability in question number 1. That means P of B, that is probability of drawing a white ball. What is P of B? X plus 6 by 18. That is 2 times of the first question. So 2 into x by 12. Understood? X plus 6 by 18 equal to 2 into x by 12. Now cross multiply and solve and expand. You will get that x equal to 3 only. So what is the x there? Number of white balls. It is x only previously. Then 6 added there. So we got the value now x as 3 only. So before adding 6, how many balls were there? 3. Once again the question I will show. A bag contains 12 balls out of which x are white. So now x balls are there. So probability of drawing the x ball in the first question it is x by 12 only. What is the second part of the question? The 6 balls are added. So number of white balls increased as well as total number of the balls are increased. So x plus 6 by 18. Now the condition we applied. What is the condition? Probability of drawing a white ball is 2 times of probability of drawing the white ball in the first case. So we applied that one and we have solved, that is x equal to 3 only. Okay. Next question. A bag contains 18 balls out of which x balls are red. So 18 balls is there, out of which x is red only. X balls are red. One ball is drawn at random. What is the probability that it is not red? So red color they have mentioned. What is the red color quantity? X balls. But not in red means we don't know. How we can write that is equal to 18 minus x. That is the first step. Number of red balls equal to 18 minus x. Now what is the first question? One ball is drawn at random from the bag. Then what is the probability that it is not red? So normal favoring we got and total number of the balls we know. So 18 minus x divided by x, 18 only. 18 minus x divided by 18. Now what is the probability of drawing the red ball? It is x by 18 that we calculated and kept. Now what is the second part of the question? Two more red balls are put in the bag. So previous question, similar to previous question, what is the number of balls now? 18 plus 2, 20. What about the red balls now? X plus 2. So that is the next step we have written here. Number of red balls equal to x plus 2 and total number of the balls is equal to 20. Now what is the probability of drawing the ball is red now? So x plus 2 divided by 20 only, because we know the condition similar to the previous question only. Now read the condition once again, the second part. The probability of drawing the red ball will be 9 by 8 times of probability of drawing the red ball in the first case. So how we can write that one? X plus 2 by 20 equal to 9 by 8 times of x by 18. Here we have calculated what is the probability of drawing the red ball only. So we have written that x plus 2 by 20 equal to 9 by 8 into x by 18. Now what is the next step? Cross multiplication and solve for the x. What is the answer we are getting here? X equal to 8. So number of red balls is equal to x only, that is equal to 8. Once again, similar to previous question only, nothing more in this one. A bag contains 18 balls out of which x are red. So what is the probability for x red? X by 18. Not red means 18 minus x by 18. Now what is the next question? Second part of the question, two more balls are added. So total number of the balls equal to 20 and the red balls equal to x plus 2. So probability will be x plus 2 by 20 only. Okay. Next, what is the according to the condition, what we can write? X plus 2 by 20 equal to 9 by now 9 by 8 into x by 18. So what is x now? X equal to 8. Okay. So the major questions I have discussed here from the chapter probability only. Now you already know that the pattern, whatever we have got for the term 1 examination is an MCQ pattern only. So what I planned here means some of the pattern I'll give you today. So you can just read the question and you can go through also. I will explain here. The first pattern is MCQ is four options will be given and you will get it. You know that one of the option is right. So for example, I had given that if an event cannot occur, then what is the probability? Four options are given there. So what is that one? We know that it is an impossible event, right? it is an impossible event. What is the probability of an impossible event? It is equal to 0, right? So I'm giving just some examples for the pattern of our term 1 examination. So listen carefully, all of you. The next question: which of the following cannot be a probability of an event? When we are learning the probability itself, you know that the value of the probability varies between 0 and 1. Sometimes the value of the probability equal to 0 and equal to 1 also. So just check that it is 1 by 2, it is possible value. 0.1 means in the sense 1 by 10 only. Then 3 is there, so it is equal to 17 by 6. I think it is 0.3 only. Which of the following cannot be? So the solution is given as 17 by 6. Here also, I think this is a correction. It may be some number less than zero point 0.3, you write. 0.3, you write. Okay, so what is the answer? 17 by 16, or what we can say, C and D are the answer only. So this you correct it, it is wrong only. 0.3, instead of 3 it is 0.3. So what is the answer? 17 by 16 means the probability is more than 1, so it is equal to it is not a possible event, so we can write the answer as 17 by 16. That is, option is D. Next, the probability of an event is P. Then the probability of its complementary event will be. What is the meaning of this one? The probability of an event is P. What is the complementary event? Already we know that an event means sum of the probability of an event plus probability of the complementary event. If you take, it is equal to 1 only, right? Probability of an event plus probability of its complementary event equal to 1 only. So already given that probability of an event is P. So complementary event, what is the answer? 1 minus p. So which is the option? The C is the correct option. So once again, the probability of an event is P, and what is the probability of its complementary event? That is the question there. So probability of an event is given that a P. Then what is the answer for the next one? Probability of the complementary event, that is equal to 1 minus p. Next, if P of A denotes the probability of an event A, then what are the options given? P of A less than 0, P of A greater than 1, 0 less than or equal to P of A less than or equal to 1, minus 1 less than or equal to P of A less than or equal to 1. I think there is no need of explanation. You know that the values of the probability always like this between 0 and 1 only, but sometimes it is equal to 0 and sometimes equal to 1 also. So what is the answer here? Answer is C only, right? Next, the probability of the probability that a non-leap year selected at random will contain 53 Sunday. Last class we have studied about a leap year question. The question is asked for non-leap year question. So non-leap year question, how many days are there? 365 days. So we will get it there also 52 weeks. In leap year also we will get 52 weeks. In addition to that, a leap year, we will get 2 days. But in this case, what will happen? We will get only 1 day only. So 1 day means we can write a Sunday or Monday, Tuesday or Wednesday. Any 7 days we can write. So out of the 7 possibilities, how many are favoring? You compare the yesterday's question, means last class question, and today's class. So yesterday we have discussed about a leap year question. Leap year question, what happened? 366 days are there, 52 weeks and 2 days. But today's question, it is a non-leap year question only. So 365 days means 52 weeks and 1 day. 1 day means only one time we can write the a day name only. Sunday means next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday or Saturday. So what is the question asked there? 53 Sundays. Already 52 weeks means we got 52 Sundays also. So the 1 day means that can be Sunday means here is the option. So out of 7, how many are favoring? 1 is favoring. So what is the probability for this one? 1 by 7. So which is the option? Option is A only, right? So this type of the questions when they give means A, B, C, D options will be given and one answer will be the correct. So we can write that option only the answer. Okay. Okay, the next pattern. Now listen all of you. one mark question or MCQ pattern question, they have not given the mark weightage. So some examples I'm showing. The first pattern is over, that is MCQ. Now what is the next question? Fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks also, one mark also is there, so that also they can ask. So for example, the sum of the probability of an event and a non-event, that means sum of the probability of all the elementary events only the question is asked. Otherwise we can say it's a complementary event also, an event, non-event, that means a P of E plus P of E bar. Do you remember that point? P of E plus P of E bar. So that is also equal to 1 only. So which option is correct? So here it is B only correct. I had given the answer also. Actually fill in the blanks option will not be given. It should come in the MCQ pattern only. Okay. What is the next fill in the blanks? The sum of the probabilities of all the elementary events of an experiment is dash. Sum of the probabilities of all the elementary events of an experiment is dash. That is equal to 1 only, because we have already written this as a theory point in the probability explanation. Sum of all the probabilities of an elementary events of an experiment is 1 only. What is the example there? Probability of getting a head plus probability of getting a tail. 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, it is equal to 1 only, right? Next, an outcome of a random experiment is called a dash an event. An outcome, only one outcome is coming, then that random experiment outcome is called as a elementary event, right? An outcome is coming, single outcome is coming, then what is the name of that one? It is called as a elementary event. Okay, so listen, all of you. You should attempt MCQ patterns or fill in the blanks or one mark question. Means you must thorough with which one. You must thorough with your theory part also. Based on that also they can ask. Now the new pattern: assertion and reason. Listen, all of you. Assertion and reason means they will give first only. What is the point there? I'll read the direction. In the following questions, a statement of assertion, that is denoted A, and is followed by the statement of reason R. Mark the correct choice. Means A as well as R is given. What is A? Statement. What is R? Reason is given. Now what are the options? If both A and R are true, and the reason R is the correct explanation of assertion, then you should write it is A only. What is the second option? Both are true, but reason is not the correct explanation. Understood? That is B option. What is the C option? A is true, but R is false. Now, what is D? A is false, R is true. So, listen, these are your options A, B, C, D. I'll repeat once again. This is a new pattern only. Both assertion and reason are true, and R is the correct explanation for the option A. What is option B? Both are true, but R is not the correct explanation. What is C? A is true, R is false. What is D? A is false, R is true only. Let us see one example, then you can understand. What is the assertion now? If a box contains 5 white, 2 red, and 4 black marbles. 5 white, 2 red, and 4 black marbles. Then the probability of not drawing a white marble from the box is 5 by 11. That is the statement is given. Means your question. Understood? If a box contains 5 white, 2 red, 4 black marbles, then the probability of not drawing a white marble from the box is 5 by 11. Now see the reason. What is the reason they have written? P of E bar equal to 1 minus P of E, where E is any event. Now what is the, you will check what is the answer now. Probability of drawing a white marble. How many white is there? 5. Out of how many are the total outcomes? 5 white and 2 red and 4 black. 5 plus 2, 7. 7 plus 4, 11. So what is the answer we will get? We will get the answer is 5 by 11. So statement is given, that is correct for us, right? Now what is the reason? P of E bar. What is the meaning of E bar? E bar is that not getting a white ball. 1 minus P of E, where E is an event. If 5 by 11 is getting a white ball, let us check what is P of not getting a white marble. What are the answer? White marble is 5. Other than that, 4 and 2 are there. So total it is equal to 6. 6 by 11. right? So 6 by 11 is not getting the white marble. Now check the option. Assertion A is false and reason R is true. Assertion is not correct, but the reason is correct. See, what is the not, sorry, I have read that drawing only. It is given that, oh, so I forgot. What is the answer? It should be 6 by 11. I'll correct it once again. Probability of not drawing a white marble or the box is 5 by 11. So what is the answer we should get? It is not given there. So what is the answer they should write? Instead of 5 by 11, they should write that 6 by 11. So it is written that 5 by 11. So what is the meaning? A is false, right? But the reason R is true. True means the reason is correct, but what they have to write here, instead of not drawing a white marble, is 6 by 11. Instead of that, they have written that 5 by 11. Understood this one? So A is false, but R is true. So what is the option they should write? The answer is D. One more time. When two coins are tossed simultaneously, the probability of getting no tail equal to 1 by 4. See, that is the assertion given. What is the reason they are given? The probability of getting a head in one toss of a coin is 1 by 2. Now, what is the question for us? Two coin tossed simultaneously, probability of getting no tail. No tail means getting how many head? Getting two head also, and that is the no tail means how many we are getting, both the coin are showing the head only. So what are the probability that both are head only? So how many are there? You know that already. One is HH, next TH, HT, then TT. So which is the favoring event for us? The first one. It isn't it? So what is the probability that there we are getting probability of getting no tail. Here also we are getting tail only. So one is favoring there, and probability of two coin, it is 1 by 4 only. Okay. So the probability of getting a head, that one toss of the coin, is 1 by 2. Both assertion and reason are true, and the R is the correct explanation of the assertion A only. Probability of getting head in one toss of the coin equal to 1 by 2. Actually, the question is given for two coins, but the reason is given for probability of getting head in one toss of a coin. That is also correct only. So, what is the reason we should write? We should write A also. Both A as well as reason are true, and the reason R is the correct explanation of the assertion A. Because two coins are tossed, basic is which one? Probability of getting a head using one coin only. So that way they have used, and probability of both getting head is equal to 1 by 4 only, right? So we know the options. Which are the options? Probability of getting two coins, HH, TH, HT and TT. What is the favorable outcome? Only one. So what is the probability we will get? Probability equal to 1 by 4. Now here what they have explained here, one toss of a coin, it is 1 by 2, right? So that is why both are correct. So like that question can come in the examination also. I think I have one more question for you. An event is very unlikely to happen. Its probability is 0.001. Reason is what? P of A denote the probability of an event A, then 0 less than or equal to P of A less than or equal to 1. What is the answer they have given? Both assertion and reason are true, and but reason R is not the correct explanation of the assertion A. And event is unlikely to happen. Its probability is a 0.0001, very narrow only. And what is the answer they are given? Reason is given, that is not correct only, right? So according to that, you should write the options. Option is B. Next, the probability of getting a prime number. What is the prime number there? Getting a prime number when a die is thrown once only. So how many prime numbers are there? 2, 3, 5. So the answer should be 3 by 6 only. But see the question now. The probability of getting a prime number when the die is thrown once means it is equal to 2 by 3. Prime numbers are 2, 3, 5. Anyhow, prime numbers they have showed it is correct only. But what about assertion? That is the result is wrong only. So the answer is D. Assertion is false, but the reason is Reason R is true. When a die is thrown once, total possible outcomes is equal to 0. Then the prime numbers are 2, 3, 5. So the answer is 3 by 6, or we can write as a 1 by 2, but it is given in the question 2 by 3. So the answer is D only, because the first one is a false one. See, I think okay, already enough questions we have given. If you anybody wants to answer this one, they can answer now. A die is thrown once. Find the probability of getting a number less than 3. Just you try and tell me the answer.
1 by 3, ma'am.
1
2
by
by 6, ma'am.
1 by
1 by 3.
2. 1 by 2.
1
okay,
by 3.
1 by 3 after simplification. Before that, it is
2
2
by
by
6,
6
ma'am.
only, and 1 by 3.
And 1
Okay,
by 2. Okay.
1 by 3 or 2 by 6.
okay, good.
Okay, good.
Next question. Cards bearing numbers 3 to 20 are placed in a bag and mixed thoroughly. A card is taken out from the random. What is the probability that the number on the card is taken out an even number?
1 by 8, ma'am.
Any other answer?
9 by 17, ma'am. 9
Okay.
by 17.
Let us see.
9 by 17. 9 by 17.
9 by
3 to
17.
20 are there, and the question is asked for even.
9 by 17.
9 by 17.
9 by 17, ma'am.
3 to 20. 18 numbers.
18 numbers will be there in total.
Yes, ma'am.
So it should be
9 by 18.
I think you have not counted 3, that's all. From 3 to 20 it is written, so it is 9 by 18. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
One more question. A man is known to speak truth 5 out of 6 times. He draws a face card from a pack of 52 playing cards. Find the probability that he reports it is a face card. He speaks truth or lie. Think on that.
Truth, ma'am.
Truth. Then what is the probability?
5 by 6.
5 by 6. Last class also I have shown this type of the sum there. So this type of the problem there. He's speaking truth this time. I think last class it was he was telling a lie there. So here the
Yes, ma'am.
truth only, don't consider about the cards number. Understood? What is the
Yes, ma'am.
probability of telling the truth? That is the question here asked. Okay, one more. Probability of getting a bad pen in a lot of 400 pens is equal to 0.
What about the cards number?
Find the number of good pen.
300, ma'am.
300. Here already probability is given, and we have to calculate that number of good pens only. Steps are here. Some are able to do, some are not doing or telling. You are interested to do. This will be uploaded the video that time also. You can see just 4 namesake here. Okay. 3 cards of spades are lost from a pack of 52 playing cards. The remaining cards were well shuffled, and 1 card is drawn at a random, while the probability that the drawn card is of black color.
Twenty-three by 52.
I told already the
49, ma'am.
word lost.
49. 22 by 49, ma'am.
How many?
22 by 49.
3 cards of
23 by 52.
23 or 22.
23.
Decide fast.
23, ma'am.
23, ma'am.
Divided by?
23, 49.
49.
That means total possible outcomes you don't have any doubt. Only the numerator part you are having doubt, right? It is 23 by 49. Because 3 cards of black only lost. Understood? So that is why 23 is coming and 49. Very good, that 49 point, because that type of the questions you can expect in exams. Okay, I think one more is there. Two dice are rolled once. Find the probability of getting such numbers on the two dice whose product is 12. Two dice are rolled. So the all the list of outcomes you should think and where the product is 12.
4 by 36.
36 is correct. Now let us see. Abhiram, list out the outcomes.
A
Yes, ma'am.
4 by 36, ma'am.
4 by
1 by
36.
36.
Okay,
ma'am.
we will
4 by-
simplify. Simplification is not a big issue
Ma'am,
for
3,
you.
4,
But
6,
I
2.
want to know that which are the favorable outcomes.
6,
1, 6,
2,
6,
3,
1, 2,
4.
3, 3, 2.
It is 12.
Ma'am, 2,
Ah.
3, 4, 6.
How it is 2, 3 is coming? 2 into 3 is 6 only, na?
No,
2, 6,
3,
4,
2
Ah,
into
2,
6,
6.
4 into
One
3.
is 2, the other will be 6. And
1 is
6
4
and
and
2.
another one is 3.
1 is 4, another is 3, ma'am.
4 and 3, 3 and 4. Interchange. 2 and 6,
And
then 6 and 2. And any other? Over
No,
na?
ma'am.
No, ma'am. 4, ma'am. Only 4.
So 4 by 36, it is equal
Only
to
4, ma'am.
1 by 9. So with this, today's class I am winding up. I'll show the slide one by one, and any other thing is there we can discuss also.
Ma'am.